Apple, of course, certainly in the crosshairs of regulators right now, whether it's in the European Union or whether it's in the United States. We know that Apple has really branded itself as a champion of privacy and user safety. When you take a step back and you look at what's going on with the Apple ecosystem and with what big tech is doing overall, do you think the way Apple operates as a company is completely different from the likes of Alphabet, which of course is the owner of YouTube, who you're embroiled in this lawsuit with, or how Meta operates?
Oh, I can't comment on that. I just think Apple's the good guy of them all because they've done so much, I don't know, equality and trusting different, disparity of types of people, and women are paid the same as men at Apple. So they've been a good guy, but still, I think back to the Microsoft case and the Department of Justice case against Microsoft. I read all 104 pages. I mean, it's enough that I remember the number of pages there were. And the first few 5 pages or so, they defined why it was a monopoly, and that applies to Apple. Even though there are, you could point out alternatives. And then it gets into a matter of, if you're a monopoly, that's not bad. That's not bad. Being big is not bad. But if you are antitrust, if you are not even and fair, the playing field's not even, the trouble is it boils down to law. I'm not a lawyer. I don't exactly know what the antitrust laws are. So that's something that has to be found out.
Okay, but Apple is a monopoly in your mind, but that's not necessarily a bad thing from what I understand you're saying.
Yeah, it's a monopoly to the users that love their Apple equipment. Yeah, you don't have an easy way to get out of it. You have a bunch of apps and setups and the way you run your business and all that, and it'd be very difficult to just use other people's. So, and, it's like all the other products, too, that get added on. We have an app store. That's great. High price app store. But I was a developer once, and I was developing little stuff on my own with no money. And how did I have a way in to find a way to sell it to the world?